For the purposes of this demonstration, I've already entered a bunch of data into the database. Let's go on to the print seller report. Let's go ahead and use my initials, CDT, and hit OK. You get this seller report. Let's zoom in on that. As you can see, I sold $83 worth of items. It's all listed in here. Now if you remember, we break it up to where Selas gets the first dollar and then 20% of the remainder, and 80% of the remainder goes to the seller. So that calculation is done automatically, and of that $83, the seller gets 60, Selas gets 23. So about 2 weeks after the auction, maybe earlier, maybe a little later, we will mail the seller a check for $60. Now let's go on to the buyer report. This would occur at the end of the auction or whenever the buyer wants to leave and is ready to turn in their bidder card. Once they turn in their bidder card, you would look at the number, you would click this button, and let's say their bidder card was number 4. Enter that. You get this screen right here, and this gives a total of what they bought. The items that they bought are listed. There are no descriptions given, but it tells you what items they bought and the total. In this case, buyer number 4 spent $35. So buyer number 4 would pay Selas $35. Let's look at the auction transactions now. If you click on the auction transactions, you'll see this window. Now let's do some sample auction items. Let's say seller CDT with item number 5 sold for $6 to the bidder ID of number 19. Next up, JAV sold item number 4 for $12 to buyer number 5. As you can see, it's pretty simple. Next up, let's call them XYZ. Number 2 sold for $10 to buyer number 5 once again. And you just keep going down the list as the auction goes. In addition, someone will be having a written record of all of the transactions as well to double check everything.